Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our Sedona Let's Play series. My name is Tiger and I make Animal Crossing videos here on YouTube, so be sure to like this video and subscribe if that's the type of content that you like. Today we are going to build a beach campsite rental business and a seaside restaurant here on the island. The first thing I wanted to do was finish off the road here. I made the road take a slight turn towards the beach where the rental entrance would be. I did speed up today's build, so this is a speed build video. My island is based on my Texas hometown, which does not have any beaches nearby, but it does have a lake where you can rent cabins, and that's what inspired me to build this today. After the road was finished, I started to work on the beach entrance area. I used a shell arch to make it look more like a business, so it's like a cute little entrance gate. Maybe you pay here or show your camp reservations here to the worker, and then you get to go inside. I also added a shell fountain to make it extra fancy. I ended up using the brown kids tent item for the actual campsites. I made a row of them going down the beach so it looks very uniform and like a business. I love this item so much and I thought it would be perfect for a build like this. I spaced them apart enough so that they look like individual camps, but also close enough to where I could fit a bunch on one beach. At the end of the beach in this more secluded area, I did add 3 tents to make a larger campsite, maybe for bigger families or just large parties. So you have the option of renting a single camp or the family camp. I feel like that's pretty common at campsites. I don't know, maybe I'm just making that up. I also used the wild log benches in front of each singular camp. This is kind of the default campsite that you would get if you were to rent a stay here, just with the tent and the little bench. Now that we had our base campsites, I wanted to make it look like people were actually renting them and staying here at the moment. I went around each campsite and added some decorations to bring the area to life. I used basic beach items, like personal items that you might bring with you if you were to go camping, like fishing poles, shoes, lanterns, and stuff like that. For the family campsite, I did want to add a bit more since there would presumably be a lot more people staying over here and maybe for a longer time. I made an area for laundry with clotheslines and a little wooden bucket so you could come out here and do your laundry on the beach. On the rock back here, I did make a seating or hangout area with some mix match lawn chairs and other cute items. I figured if you were camping here, you might need a place to make food, so I did make a little corner here just for that. I added a fire, some fruit, and also a camp stove, and after that, I just went around and added some more items that I thought would fit the area and looked kind of campy. Of course, we needed a sign for our little beach camp business, so I had my friend Noodleton make a custom rental sign. It has the brown kids tent on it and I'm in love with it. You can find her social media in the description if you're interested in hiring her to create custom designs for your island. I also spruced up the area with some trees, both on the land and on the beach, just so that it would look more real and more naturey. Now it was time to start working on a seafood restaurant right across the road from the beach rentals. I wanted to make an old, messy seafood restaurant that has a lot of antiques and clutter. My family loves to take vacations to the beaches here in Texas, and a lot of the local restaurants there have this like worn down, wooden, cluttered vibe, so that's really what I was going for and what inspired me. A lot of the items I chose for this area are a dark brown color or just in dark wood. I didn't really have a plan for this. I kind of just threw the items around until they were in a spot that I liked. I didn't want it to be as uniform as the beach rentals, but instead more messy. I don't have any room for a nice, cute restaurant sign in my custom designs, so I did have to use items to really tell what this area was. Since it is a seafood restaurant, I used a lot of beachy items to get that across. At the entrance of the restaurant, I used a shell speaker and a bottled ship up on top of this little shelf. I wanted a cozy vibe here, so I did include a candle too. To continue the coziness, I added a variety of seating and tables like this log furniture with pillows that look very comfy. To really make this look like a restaurant, I did include the huge brick oven in the back here. I did have to extend the wooden planks back a little bit to fit the oven in here, but I'm really glad that I did because I don't think I would have liked this build without it. It really makes the whole like restaurant come together. I also added a barrel for extra detail, and I did include a fish drying rack to make it look even more like a seafood diner. I wanted to use this kitchenette somewhere. I tried to place it in front of the oven so that it would kind of separate the cooking area from the seating area, but it looked really weird. I really wanted that separation though, and I was kind of annoyed trying to think of a good layout for this. I decided to move the kitchenette over to the left side of the restaurant against the trees, which I thought looked a lot better. That was pretty much everything that I wanted inside of the seafood diner, but I did want to add some stuff around it. I wanted to hide the entire restaurant by placing trees around it to close it off from the surrounding areas. That way it looks a little bit more private and secluded. I was really happy with how everything was turning out. I just wanted to make a few adjustments to the landscape behind everything. I just extended this big cliff a little bit more, bringing it closer to the road and closing off this space even more. After I fixed up the terraforming behind the builds, I was pretty much done. Of course, this area is subject to change as I build things around and behind it, but for now it is completed and we can take the final walkthrough. Here we have the old rundown seafood diner. I'm really happy with this build, although I am open to any suggestions or ideas if you guys want to leave any in the comments below. It really reminds me of the local seafood restaurants that I've been to in Texas, which makes me feel really cozy and nostalgic. I like how this build is very green with all the surrounding trees. I think that it looks really nice all together. Let's not forget about the beach campsite rentals, which are over to the right of the restaurant. We have our nice entrance here with the shell arch leading to the beach where all of the camps are. I also really love how this space looks. It's super busy and lively with all of the personal decorations around each camp. I think the logs in front of each camp look really good too. I can't wait to see what this area will look like with the coconut trees, but unfortunately we can't time travel today to see it because I do have an open plot on my island and I am not trying to get an auto-filled villager. And of course back here is the bigger campsite for large families or groups with a laundry area, seating space, and also a cooking space. I'm really happy with the progress we've made on the island today and I love these two new builds. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching the process and I also hope that you liked the end result. If you did, be sure to like this video and subscribe while you're here so you don't miss the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day or night. I will see you guys next time. Bye!